an example in Port Elizabeth, and I saw that they had an interactive whiteboard. Bottom, I saw they had a Wi-Fi network, plugged my Raspberry Pi in. Within 2 minutes, I had learners who were able to interact with the software, and I'm seeing it's taking a little while to load. I'm going to have to bomb that one out, unfortunately. But the whole idea is that you've got access to information under normal conditions when I haven't got a connection to the, say, for example, there it goes. I can then run the simulation, take things away. So I put 10 kilograms on that side, and bear in mind that any Wi-Fi enabled device will be able to perform what I'm doing at the moment. Have I guessed it right? No, I need to go. So in other words, the learners, what we're doing at the moment, if I show you the markers, it needs to be 10 times 3 is 30. So I need 30 on the left, 30 on the right. At the moment, I've got 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 5 is 30. So I need to possibly reduce that down to there, to there. And allow the learners to go through a process of self-discovery, and there you balance it, but you don't even mention the concept of balancing chemical equations, income expenditure, balancing your work, yeah, that sort of thing. And then more importantly, moments of the force. So if I close that, go back to where we were, if we maximize that screen. And other things, for argument's sake, if I go to past exam papers, I'm not going to choose any particular. Please bear in mind that it's not this year's exam papers. Otherwise, I'd be sitting in jail. And I prefer to spend life in a pleasant environment. So if I take geography, 2015, the memo, and PDF, English PDF, I was at sorry, that was Kubekele. I had more learners sitting outside accessing this information that I had inside the lab, because they discovered that it was open access to using the internet. The point is, there is the full paper, and they can then download that on their cell phone or their tablet or their any Wi-Fi enabled device, and they can take it away with them. I think I'll go through 1 or 2 more and then stop. Let me just go back. Just go back to their parent directory. The rest is basically, as I say, I'll get there eventually. No, I've missed it. Let me close that one. And I think I'm going to be on the next screen. Right, let me carry on. I think I've given you an idea. Wikipedia for schools. There's also AW Stats. I can monitor the usage, data is being used, etc., etc. So if we look at what are the implications, it's about removing those barriers of access. And more importantly, on the plane up to Johannesburg on Sunday evening, I realized that many learners are excluded from the IoT economy, for the simple reason that in order to use IoT devices, Internet of Things devices, and be able to program so that if they're walking home, can they switch their cell phone, use their cell phone to switch their lights on at home? They can't do that because firstly, they don't have access to the Wi-Fi router password, which is essential to be able to do this or to develop it in the first place. And I believe that introducing the Raspberry Pi and the resources that it has available, I'll be able to overcome those issues and get more learners involved, or get them involved in the IoT economy so that they can make up or develop applications that we as adults do not even think about. Right, so using digital media for teaching and learning, sharing resources, increasing the effective use of technology. So one of the messages I've been giving my teachers over the last day and a half is use available resources and go and find solutions because you can. Then moving on to, sorry, I've gone a bit further. 2 more slides. Recommendation, in other words, I'm suggesting that we advance the development of this product to the level so that you have a mastery repository and subdivide it into junior school and senior school, so that technically you can then literally email or post a micro SD card so that there's a new one per term. with all the resources that are available. So to develop a system that will cater for the development of the Raspberry Pi as a digital suitcase to enhance teaching and learning. And then finally, conclusions. Are we digital immigrants or digital natives? Learners are digital natives. Some of us aren't even immigrants. I don't know what planet we belong on. That's another story. More importantly, we need to look at turning teachers from information consumers into knowledge producers. And from my experience today, I've seen some incredible opportunities for teachers who applied their knowledge and went through the thinking algorithmically and computational thinking, et cetera, So essentially, it's about combating the issues related to the digital divide. And even if we talk about 11,000 or half the schools that are connected, they are technically not connected because they don't include all learners. We must increase the number of learners that are able to connect to the internet for the benefit of innovation. And I'm talking about using innovation in a broad sense. For me, innovation is not confused with creativity. Creativity is coming up with a plan. Innovation is taking product to market, which is what our country desperately needs. Madam Chair, thank you for that. I've finished my presentation. Must I wait for any questions, or how is it going to be developed? Thank you.
It is 2 eyes.
I didn't see it.
So when your breadboard here, right, at the bottom, right?